When we lock
Welcome to another edition of the Allen Powell Show. We are live on a Wednesday night and a lot to discuss. We got NBA basketball going on right now. Stefon Diggs looked like he might have got caught with some drugs on the boat, and Caleb Williams did not want to be a Bear initially when he got drafted, and we're going to discuss all of that. But we do got NBA playoffs jumping off right now. OKC, Minnesota Timberwolves, Game 5 just started. From what I've seen, this looked like it could be a blowout. I don't know the latest score. When I was watching it, getting prepared for the show, OKC went up by like 6 or something. Timberwolves had to call a timeout. Check caught a oop, and it was rough. It was rough, man. So just a quick, if you got the game on, man, what's going on so far?
Right now, man, OKC they running.
What's the score?
I gotta hold on, give me 1 second.
Okay, but what, like, you think it's over tonight?
Yeah, man, I think so.
Yeah. I just think, man, like I said from the beginning of the series, I think OKC got a little bit more firepower, and then defensively they stronger, man. So
19-7 in the first quarter already. 3:44 left.
Yeah,
12-point lead. Yeah,
12-point lead to jump off. I mean, we know in the NBA playoffs the leads have not been sustained. So Minnesota can come back, but
yeah. I just don't think they got enough firepower, bro.
Yes. And we know, like I say, we've been saying this whole series, man, OKC can lock you down, bro. 1 through 5, I don't think they have a weakness as far as defensively. Everybody on their starting 5 can play D.
They long, yes. They athletic.
Yeah.
They got good depth. They got veteran and Caruso who's playing at a high level. He healthy right now. They look good.
Facts. So I think it's over tonight myself. But I won't be shocked if somehow Minnesota win this game, because like leads don't last. OKC is still young. You know what I'm saying? So they still learning on how to close out teams. But this is the opportunity. You at the crib, get them out of here and rest for the NBA Finals.
Yeah, because they really in the playoffs they haven't really lost but 1 game at home. So
yeah,
I think the fact that they're home, they probably gonna get it done tonight.
If you are watching, what do y'all think about tonight's game? Is it over, or will Minnesota make a run? I think it's over. We're gonna keep a tab on this game as we continue to talk about the NBA playoffs and the other topics we got. But if you're watching, make sure y'all share the live. Y'all people can see it. Make sure you comment. We're gonna get to the comments. Do you think the series is over? Minnesota, are they getting eliminated tonight? Is Ant-Man going home? Is OKC about to make their finals appearance? And I think I don't know who said this, but quick question, real quick: who wins between this OKC team and the James Harden, KD, Russ OKC team? Who wins that?
Ooh, man, that's tough, man, because these young guys in their prime, and those guys were so young when they got there together. They never hit their prime together. They never hit their prime year together. So it's just far as hitting their prime years and having more cohesiveness and already, making it there. I would have to go with the Westbrook and the Durant team just because of this. I mean, that would be a problem, bro, for this
That would
team.
be a great matchup, but and then to bring everything into context, like they were young, like you said, they didn't hit their prime, and I think the competition was different. Even though the West this year was a gauntlet. I mean, the West at that time and what OKC had to go against in the finals was, they lost to LeBron them. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it was rough. So we're gonna get back to that game in a minute, man. But we're gonna keep a tab on that. But let's go to last night's game, man. Knicks and Pacers, Game 4. Pacers, they did what they had to do, and they did not let the opportunity slip to take a commanding 3-1 lead, man. And I'm proud of Indiana taking a hold of this series. And I still think, he got a chance to go 6-7. it's not necessarily automatically over, but they did what they were supposed to do, at least win one game after winning 2 in New York, at least winning 1 at the crib, and now you in a great position of being 3-1 going back to New York. What did you?
Yeah, you don't lose your home court because you haven't lost 2 in a row.
Right. And so, I mean, New York is in a do or die situation. They got to win. I would
New
say
York got to win. New York got to win out, man. They got to win all 3.
They got to win out, and
that's tough. That's tough, man. The Pacers playing well right now, man.
You would expect them to win at the crib, but it's something about this Pacers team where Rick Carlisle, first of all, like I gave him the edge in the coaching battle to start this series. I thought that he was the better coach, and Tibbs again is showing not only can he not coach offense, in my opinion, I think that's been his Achilles heel, his whole coaching career is the offense, but now his defense giving up 130, and part of the reason I think that is because the personnel. He don't have the personnel to really set a defensive tone on his team. He got 2 liabilities.
Hold on for a second, bro. Hold on.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. But everybody who's watching, the Knicks have 2 liabilities on defense: Brunson and Cat, Karl Anthony Towns. Two liabilities. I've seen the Pacers go at Brunson, and Cat can't move his feet. So you got 2 liabilities on defense, and Carlisle, to me, is a better coach than Tibbs. Carlisle gave the Pacers an identity. I don't know what the Knicks' identity is. I don't know their identity, but I know what Pacers are going to do. They're going to run and gun, and they know who they are. I don't know who the Knicks are. What's their identity? What's their calling card? I mean, to me, like I was telling the people, I see 2 liabilities on defense for the Knicks. That's Cat and Brunson. I've seen the Pacers go at Brunson, and Cat can't move his feet. He's not a defensive presence in the middle. What do you think about Tibbs coaching offensively and the personnel that he has with the Knicks?
Yeah, man. It's like you and I talked about. It's just like a broken record with Tibbs. Like, he have offensive weapons and guys, but he don't know how to get these guys in best position to succeed using that skill. Like, Brunson has to play like hero ball and knock down all his shots.
Yes.
And Cat, instead of wanting to play in the mid-range, mid-post, and the low post, he want to shoot from the outside all the time. And you live by the jump shot, you die by the jump shot.
Yeah.
And that's any defense. And then when Indiana getting hot and they playing good defense on your offense, that's just tough, Tibbs. Like, they tired, man. The rotation, what they got? What they playing, like an 8-man rotation?
Yeah, but you know what? Tibbs actually been playing more guys. He been playing Shamet. He played DeLon Wright. So he's trying to, play more people. But to me, like, bro, Tibbs don't have the personnel. Brunson and Cat are liabilities on defense. And then once again, like the offense, we got J-Mo checking in on YouTube. He said Brunson takes up too much of the clock. And to your point, Vic, a lot of hero ball, a lot of one-on-one, and he looks tired. Brunson looks tired, and I don't know if it's the Pacers or him just trying to do too much on offense, but he looks tired.
Yeah, I think it's the Pacers, bro. They play at that pace. They pushing the ball. They play them in OKC. They play very similar pace wise. They trying to run you out of the gym. That's basically what they do. Get Cat tired, wear Brunson down. He's small. He's a smaller guard as it is. He's a good guard, all-star, but he's still a smaller guy on defense. And he's trying to do all that on offense, and you're making him work on defense, you're wearing him down. Absolutely. And then Cat, like you said, as a big man, he don't really have a defensive presence, man. He's not a shot blocker like a old school, like a Patrick Ewing or Alonzo Mourning or somebody. Not in that effort, he have to do as much of them, but some kind of presence in the middle instead. Guys just cutting right to the bucket on him, man. They don't even respect it. Like, man, you're going to have to block my shot 30 times, and he ain't up to the task.
Right. What do you think about Halliburton's game? 32 triple-double, 32 points, 15 assists, 12 rebounds, 0 turnovers, bro. He played lights out, man. He was aggressive too.
Whenever the players talk about that, he was overrated stuff, I just laugh it off. I saw that's just some hate from NBA players, man. It is what it is. They always got a guy in the NBA that they just don't think is all that when they balling. So it is what it is, man. He's been hooping for a while. Like he had like when he got injured at the end of the last playoffs, he really wasn't 100%. So he didn't perform up to, task. Then he came into the season, he started out slow, but he came on as usual, man. And what I like about it is he is a pass first point guard, but now when you leave him open, he can knock down shots.
Yes. We got a Johnny checking in. Peace and out, Vic. Hey, appreciate you. Go James Kingdom in the building. I would love to get him on actually to talk some basketball, man, to see what he think, man. I don't know if I got he said almost thought y'all weren't going live. No, we live. We in the building. I put the post up a little late, just doing my research and everything. Put it up a little late, but yeah, we in the building, man. Yeah. So, but J-Mo says should have kept Hart in the starting lineup. Cat can't guard the 4. Do you think they overreacted when they put Hart and put Mitchell Robinson and went double bigs? Do you think he overreacted after losing the first 2 games and then took Hart out the lineup?
Not really, bro. When you lose 2 games at home like that, you got to make some adjustments, man. So I really can't fault the coach, but going with his mind on that, he thinking like, man, I got to make some adjustments, man. We getting killed here or there. You know what I'm saying? So I just think he's trying to make adjustments. So that's all I can say.
And I agree with the move too, man. The way Mitchell Robinson was playing, every time he come in, he getting offensive rebounds, getting extra possessions. And so, like you say, they lost 2 games doing it the other way. It didn't work. And you was at the crib. I mean, why not try something different?
Absolutely. So, yeah.
Johnny says double big lineups don't work anymore. Game is too fast. Well, I mean, the other lineup didn't work either. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, I guess is Chet Holmgren really what is the guy like 7'2", and then Hardenstein, that's the guy named Hardenstein, he's like 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's working, isn't it?
Yeah. BPT Joe says this game is already over. He must be talking about the OKC. They might listen, man. That energy.
Hold on, let me check on the update for you.
The energy in the building was electric, bro. They looked like they was ready to close them out, bro. And so if you don't get an amazing game from Ant, and then if you don't get good Julius Randle, it's a wrap, bro. Like it's too much going on with the Timberwolves, man. Ant ain't shooting enough. Randle hit or miss. You get one good game, one bad game. You don't know what you're gonna get from McDaniels from game to game. They don't have enough firepower, and OKC is more consistent. Shea has been consistent, except I think one game he scored 14, but the other games he's been consistent. Jalen Williams has been consistent for the most part. And then they third wheel, Chet Holmgren has been double figures, it seemed like almost every game. So they have a big 3 that's been consistent.
And Holmgren been like real sneaky good, man. He's not taking a lot of threes, but when he do take them, man, he been making them. Like he only taking like 3-4 a game, and he's making like 3 of them. He got to be shooting the 3 like 50% in this series because he's not taking a lot of them. But when he do, he gets some nice looks at the rim. He's dunking using his height because he really don't have size. I'm not gonna say size. He's using his height to his advantage.
Right.
And when you can shoot like that and you don't shoot a lot, but you shoot it just enough to play big, I kind of like it.
Yeah, man, they getting consistent play for their big 3. And if you look at Minnesota, bro, you got Ant. He ain't even shooting enough. That's one. So he's not getting up enough shots as the number 1 option. Julius Randle supposed to be the number 2 option, but every game, one game good, one game bad. One game good, one game bad. You can't have that, bro.
Yeah, Alexander been more aggressive than Ant.
Yes. And see, you know what it is? And I know these a lot LeBron lovers ain't gonna love this. Ant-Man is making the quote-unquote right play too many times, trying to trust his teammates. And we've said this on previous shows. That's a LeBron trait, by the way. But when it comes to the playoffs, we always say at home, you can get your players involved because role players play better at home. But on the road, you got to be a dog and go after it. I don't care nothing about no double team. You got to be aggressive. You the best player on a team. And I want to go down shooting bullets. I'm not going down being passive. I'm not doing it.
Right. So, I agree. I agree.
Whatever adjustments you got to make, you better watch some film to see how you can be more aggressive, how to avoid the double teams, and whatever you got to do. You the best player on the court. Sometimes you shooting over a double team is better than a wide open shot from Nikhil Alexander. I don't know. I'm just
Like,
saying.
yeah,
Like,
man. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Like, I don't understand the lack of sense of urgency. You know, I just think you got to realize that this is the playoffs, man. And with you being the team leader and being the best player on the team, you got to try to go out there and will your team, bro. You got to try to go out there and will your team. Like, you know, try to get Shea in foul trouble or whoever guard you in foul trouble. Like, and ain't even being aggressive as he usually is. Man, he was aggressive the one game they won, then he was aggressive the second half of game 2. But other than that, he really hasn't been uber aggressive. He's been more passive than anything, man, settling for jump shots.
Let me ask you this. Do you blame coaching or do you blame Ant Edwards? Who is it on more?
It's on him, man. Yeah. It's on him. Now, you played a certain way all season, and now you're doing something different. I'm going to go ahead and give OKC their credit for, you know what I'm saying, obviously they have to guard him, right. But I just don't see him trying to beat it like he was and doing things like trying to get to the foul line or nothing.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
And that's the thing. When we talk about, great players and things of that nature, you got to find other ways to get aggressive, whether you got to get in the post, whether you got to play off the ball, move around more. You got to find a way to get more aggressive. You're the best player on the court. I'm not going down shooting 13 shots, and I'm the best player on the court, and my team losing.
Absolutely.
I'm not doing it.
No.
I'm not doing it. So
I just can't do it.
I wonder because it's 30-11, bro. It's 30-11. It's a wrap.
Yeah, I just saw it. I was going to tell you that.
30-14. I want to look at the box score real quick because I want to see. He took 5 shots already. So, okay. So it's like he's shooting a little bit. Jaden McDaniels 0 for 6. That ain't going to get it. And then Julius Randle 1 for 3. So.
Oh, yeah.
It's a wrap, bro.
Yeah, it's over with, man.
It's a wrap, man. Shea got 12 already. This dude trying to get them up out of here. He ain't playing around with them, and they at the crib.
Yeah.
So, like,
bro. Yeah, they ain't playing. They trying to go ahead and be like, you know what, bro? It's over with. We ain't stretching this out. We ain't risking no injury factors. We going to get up big on these guys, and we going to cruise.
Because this is my question. Shea the MVP. If OKC is keying in on Ant and making him pass the ball, what's the difference? What is Shea doing differently than what Ant is doing? Why he can still get his points and still be aggressive? What's the difference?
Right.
He's finding a way.
Yes.
He's finding a way.
He's picking his spots. He picking his spots when to choose. Then, like you said, that's the point in cast. You know, they carrying away and they making every for him to pick and choose his spots to be aggressive. And then next thing you know, baby, at the end of the game, he got 35.
Yeah. Yeah. And he getting to the free throw line. He finding a way to get to the free throw line. All of that. But he the MVP for a reason.
That's absolutely right. And you want that. That's what you gotta get better, bro. I'm keeping it a buck. You gotta get better. Yep. You ain't all the way there yet.
Yeah.
You talking that talk, but your walk ain't backing it up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
He said the only player back in the day was Cole, was Jordan. And the difference between him and Mike is that he shoots threes.
Yeah. 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 Salute to Go James Kingdom checking in. Appreciate y'all supporting the Allen Pals, man, and bringing y'all people to come rock with us, man. Appreciate the love, bro. But I think this game is over. We've seen leads evaporate. It's still early. They got a chance, but they got to buckle down. But OKC is at the crib, and I feel like they're hitting on all cylinders right now. They about to get them boys up out of here and get ready for the finals.
Yeah.
So, but let's get back to Pacers and Knicks, man, because last night, I was proud of the Pacers for handling business, and Halliburton with a great game, with a triple-double, no turnovers. Like that right there. But to me, I'm looking at this series, bro. If we're looking at this series, in my opinion, if let's say me and you pick a team, we got these two teams to pick. Let's say I got the first pick, and I pick let's say I pick Brunson. Who your next pick?
Oh, like we drafting?
Yeah, we drafted. No,
okay, so you get the first pick. You would take Brunson, and
I'll take Brunson.
I'll probably have to take Halliburton.
Okay, you take Halliburton. I say, okay, I'll take Towns. Who you take?
You take Towns.
Yeah.
After that, I'll probably have to take Siakam.
Okay, you take Siakam. I take Anunoby. And you can pick from either team. You don't have to pick,
Right. I'm just looking at players like, in their roles.
Yeah.
And then you probably gonna have to take Evan Turner.
Miles Turner.
Miles Turner, I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's it. If I'm you, I'm okay with that pick. But in my opinion, I'm taking Mikal Bridges. The point is, this is my point. I believe New York has 4 of the top 6 players out of this series. And on paper, they have the better names. But to me, Pacers have the better team and a better coach. And so
I ain't mean to cut you off, but I look at the team like the Knicks and it's typical tier teams. They are regular season champions. They always have a great fit. They are always great in the regular season. But then when they matched up against the same team who got firepower too and different things, there's always a different outcome. And you're absolutely right. The Knicks do have 4 of the better players. But what I like about the Pacers players and taking them, the cohesion and the way they just play team ball.
Right. That's facts. That's the difference. And this Indiana team has been together. They don't really have no new pieces. They've been playing together for a few years now. Last year they beat them in the game 7. And so the camaraderie, the cohesion, like as you speak of, is probably better. New York got a couple of new pieces with Anunoby and Bridges, coming over. So I mean, and I don't did they come over this year? I know they trade? Didn't they trade for or was it last year they came over? I forget.
That last year Siakam came over.
Okay, I mean Bridges and Anunoby for the Knicks.
Yeah, they came. Yeah, they came over. That was last year.
Last year. So I mean, they should have some more cohesion, but it just seemed like the Pacers are more connected. They seem like they're more connected. And like I say, to me, it's all about the identity. To me, the Pacers got a clear-cut identity, and the Knicks is like, yo, hopefully we play good defense and Brunson do magic. Towns hit some threes, do something. It's not no set play. It's no identity, no running gun. I don't see no triangle offense, or I don't know what they running on offense. I don't see it. I don't know.
Listen, bro, we always know that basketball was always a big man's game, but you always had to have somebody who could be a floor general to make it all work. A guy like Tyrese Halliburton he unselfish, bro. He looking to pass first. Right. And that's what make everything that he do great, because he's still coming over 15 assists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's playing the point guard role. He truly playing. He got 32 points and 4 assists. You know what I'm saying? He got 15 assists, 14 assists, something similar like that. And he's helping Siakam and Turner. All of them. He's getting all these guys good look at the baskets, layups. Like, I just love the way Indiana's just executing their offense right now. I do.
Facts. They doing their thing, man. And how you see this series going forward? They're going back to New York now for game 5.
Is it a possibility New York could win a game? But it doesn't really matter to me at this point. They do win one more. I think the Pacers just are the better team.
Yeah, I agree. And
they're not the more talented team, in my opinion, but they're the better team.
And that's the scary part, because I think this series still has the potential to go 7.
It could. It absolutely could.
Yeah.
20-point lead's been blown, and Knicks ain't won a game at home yet, so they going back home for this next game. They gotta win this one to stay alive. So I wouldn't see them. I wouldn't be shocked to see them win.
Who you picking?
If they lose, I wouldn't be shocked too.
Who you picking game 5? To make a prediction.
I'm gonna take the Knicks to win at home. I don't think they're gonna go out like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'm picking the Knicks. I'm picking the Knicks to win game 5, and then I'm a wait on game 6, because that's gonna be tricky to me. That's Indiana got to close it out in 6.
They got to, because you don't want to get back in New York in game 7. You don't.
But even in the game 7, I don't think it's an automatic win for New York, because we've seen Indiana already.
No, but that's just like that momentum on their side. You know, they getting momentum. They didn't got the game 7 back at home. The crowd gonna be rocking. Spike Lee, 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna be in that crowd. You know what I'm saying? The Garden gonna be rocking.
Yeah, it is.
If it was to get back to the game 7, it'd be rocking. I just think Indiana want to avoid that, because if they don't, and that makes it to 7, the OKC close out tonight, they're gonna be so well rested and come out there with a game plan to where it is. They might sweep whoever, either one of those other teams, man.
But this is the tricky thing about Indiana. They don't have a quote unquote superstar. Halliburton is, I think, teetering on that, you know. So, and then Siakam has big games here and there, but they don't have a Shea, they don't have an Ant-Man, they don't even have a Brunson, so to speak. They play as a good team, and that's what also makes them scary, because you don't know who's going to go off as well. But I wonder, like, if New York win this game, we know they have the talent to win a game 6, and like they have the talent to take this to 7, but Pacers had a better team. So that's why I think it's tricky. It's tricky with this series, because I can see it getting closed out by Indiana, and I can also see it going to 7.
It is very tricky. Like, nothing is a factor. Nothing is like, you can't just say like, this is 100%.
Right.
You can't.
Right. Everybody who's watching, share the live. Give me your comment. Give me your prediction. Is the series over? Pacers versus Knicks. Is the series over, or is the Knicks going to win game 5? Can they win a game 6 in Indiana and get it all the way back to 7? What do y'all think? Y'all tell me y'all thoughts in the comments. Give me your strategies, your analysis of what you've seen so far, and what you think is going to happen going forward. Got a lot of people checking in. Put the comments what y'all think is going to happen in this series. I want to get to some football news, man. Stefon Diggs possibly might have had some type of drugs on the boat. For people who don't see it, who didn't see it, I'm going to play the video. He got some women around him. He making them call him Big Daddy or something, and then he some pink substances. You know what I'm saying? Some pink substances. So this is the video with Stefon Diggs. He just first year in New England, and then he got this going on. Here we go. He pulls out the substance. All right, so it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to hear what's going on, but he's saying, "What's my name? Call me daddy," or something crazy. They calling him daddy. Then he pulls out some substance. Some people saying it's some drugs. I don't know. It's just a pink substance, a bottle. It's kind of hard to make out what it is, but he wasn't at OTAs the following day, and so it's looking like it could be some issues going on. Just your thoughts on what you've seen going right there. This is first year in New England. It doesn't look good.
Hey, man, I don't know what that was. Pink, man, I don't know. That's some new stuff with these youngsters, bro. I can't even really, get into that. I don't know what that was yet. But I heard the video before you played it. He's like, yeah, they all 3 of them called him daddy. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Like, this dude here, man. Yeah, all 3 of them.
He messing with Cardi, ain't it? He's supposed to be with Cardi B or something.
Man, I guess, man. You know how this stuff go, man. It's all about publicity with these kids. The more you trending, the more money you make nowadays, man. Scandal sells.
Yes. Johnny says Pacers versus OKC finals. Look, man, if that happens, man, I got OKC either a sweep or a gentleman sweep. That's gonna be
me too.
Bro, that's not going to be.
They have what the Knicks don't.
Yes, and I'm gonna say this, like, bro, no disrespect to the Pacers. I think they overachieved with the Rick Carlisle got the most for him to make it to the finals. Kudos to him. But OKC a different animal. They try that run and gun with OKC. OKC can run with them, and they got the dogs can lock them up. So it's gonna be a long.
OKC play that defense at all 5 spots. All 5 spots. And they, like we said, they long, man.
Yes. Austin Malone on YouTube checking in. Thank you. Hey, you got your comment in today. You put it in the right place this week. You said series over, Indy versus OKC. This is what the league wants. The NBA would like to grow the league and more rural areas. Try to increase on football high bets. I don't know if I agree with that. They still about business. I think they want New York if they had the choice. But I think you can't rig the stuff up no more like they used to. So you know,
the NBA honestly is better when teams like the Bulls, New York,
yes,
LA Lakers, Boston, when they making it to the second and third round and to the championship, it don't even have to be about not wanting to promote other teams, but they just looking at the media markets. The world is set up the way it is. It's LA, New York, Chicago.
yes. And I'm not mad at that take though. You know, if they truly was trying to do that, trying to grow the league in more rural areas, that's cool. But if anything, they'd try to do it overseas before they do it, you know, in the rural areas. They want to be global. We see, you know, they trying to make it global as much as possible. So I mean, I disagree. I think if they had a choice, they would like New York, but it ain't happening. And it ain't over yet though. It ain't over. Everybody's saying Indy, OKC, but I still think New York got a chance. That's just me. That's just me. But,
I mean, they stick to your guns, bro. Like, I mean, there is a reason why. Like, all they gotta do is win the next game.
Yeah.
Just win the next game. That's it.
Going back to Stefon Diggs, though, what type of representation is he putting out for New England in his first year, bro? Like, because it had to be something because he didn't even come to OT voluntary workouts.
I mean, is he still recovering from surgery?
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
I mean, he may have been excused. I'm gonna say he may have been excused, but I don't think he was excused to do that.
Right. It's not a good look. It's not a good look,
no,
bro.
I'm not gonna even sit here and say that, like, you know, speak on his personal business, man. But as a leader on the team, new to the team, new money, you know, I thought you would be trying to show a different example to the younger guys in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? And you know, to the rookies and different guys. I thought you were gonna take on more of a leadership role with the team.
This is, and I'm gonna get
off. Well, you get seeing these young guys with this money, bro, and they feel they can do anything, and they just, you know, they do. I mean, you know, they get away with it, bro.
From the looks of it, I'm gonna get to your comment in a minute, Austin. From the looks of it, it looks like, you know what, he's in New England. They rebuilding, bro. They not ready to win right now. I think he got his bag because he coming off ACL. He got his bag and he about to party. He's not. Houston was trying to win the championship. They brought him in to try to win the championship. He tore his ACL. Now he's just trying to get his bag. Now he got his bag. He know New England ain't ready to win right now. I got my bag. I got my guaranteed money. I'm about to go party. You know, I get that when I get there.
That's it. That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah. Austin Malone says the NBA has been wanting this, and that's why OKC got the team from Seattle. Okay. I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that. They did get that team. Straight Primo on YouTube checking in. Thank you for checking in. Make sure everybody who's tuning in for the first time to the Allen Pals, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. We on every Wednesday talking all sports, NBA, NFL, MLB, golf, tennis. We all over UFC, boxing. We all over the place, man. Straight Primo says Wolves getting struck by lightning. Yes, it must be over, bro. It must be over. But bro, it's bad that they went out like this. Ant-Man got really go look at himself in the mirror, bro. As a leader of this team, bro, he got to go look himself in the mirror because I think what 2 of these games he only put up 13 shots one game, and then another game he ain't shoot that much.
Yeah, it's OKC on 28, bro.
Oh, it's a wrap, bro. You ain't coming back from 28. At the crib, OKC at the crib, you ain't coming back. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
And for them to go out like this, bro, to not put up a fight, yeah, maybe they did get struck by lightning. Maybe OKC just, you know, just struck them.
It might just be OKC, yeah, man.
But kudos to them for taking care of business. You know what I'm saying? Shea is a dog, like, bro.
I mean, they were the best team in the West.
Yeah.
So they supposed to be in this position. Like, if they lost, we'd all been shot.
Yeah, for sure. Stefon Diggs, man, do you think he's going to end up getting suspended, man? What do you think is?
It's going to be something's going to come out about this. A fine, some kind of something. It's going to be some kind of something behind this. This ain't nothing that just going to go away.
Do you think it's enough? Do you think it was enough to know what that was? Do you know if it, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to tell what that was. You know
man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, unless it was edible THC, unless it was like suckers. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? which depending on where he was, that's legal in a lot of places.
Yeah.
So long as he didn't take it looked like he was just passing it out.
Right.
But that could be a problem.
Yeah. You know, hey, if they find out it was something, like, yeah, it's gonna be something. Straight Primo says Ant-Man playing hard tonight, but not enough. Yeah, it's too late. You can't an elimination game on the road. Now you want to play hard? No, we need you to play hard at the crib. 13 shots. Nah, bro.
It's not enough.
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I want to get to some more football moves. We both Bears fans. Caleb Williams got a book coming out detailing how he did not want to be drafted by the Bears. That's the biggest part that's coming out right now. He had to address it today. What are your thoughts about his father? They tried to maneuver, not try to get drafted by the Bears. They preferred destination was Minnesota because they felt more comfortable. They felt like the Chicago's where quarterbacks go to die, and they didn't want no parts of it. We talked about it a little bit before the show, but what's your thoughts about this coming out in the book?
Yeah, man. I mean, as a Bear fan, like I said, man, as a lifelong Bear fan, I just can't look at it from a fan perspective. I have to look at it from his perspective, his dad's perspective, and look at the history of our franchise, man. And we have so many just terrible quarterback seasons to where it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, we still haven't made it to the modern day, and he's trying to chance. Like you said, what I don't like about it is they don't also say that all this was prior to his visit to the Bears.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And then also, I mean, you know how parents are, man. You know, his father just wanted what was best for him. I still think he was wrong for being in that grown man business like that. Still, you're an adult, bro. You 23 years old at the time the Bears drafted you.
Yeah.
You old enough to make the decision yourself. You have been living on your own in college and things like that. You know, so, you know, that's just it. That was my take on it, man. I get why he wanted to avoid the Bears because historically we have been bad at quarterback. I mean, I get it. I can understand that part. But I also give him respect for after visiting, he felt like he could change it, and he absolutely did because he could have literally fought the Bears or tried to do something differently. We've seen Eli Manning get away with it. We've seen so many people get away with it. So he easily could have been like, no.
I think those days is over, though. Like those days of trying to boycott a team and things of that nature, especially with the guaranteed money that's going now. I think it was hard for him to give up that pass up that guaranteed money as a number one overall pick as well. You know what I'm saying? Right. Austin Malone says Williams was correct to have those concerns. Yeah, he was. And I'll say this. Kudos to Ryan Poles, though, for sticking to his gun and telling him, like, yo, I don't care what you're talking about. We're going to draft you. For once, I'm proud for management saying, no, you're not going to dictate. You are open for business. We got the right to draft you. Now, if you want to act a fool and do that, go right ahead. But we're going to do what we're supposed to do and draft you as a number one. If we believe you're the best player in this draft or the best player for us, we're going to draft you. So kudos to Ryan Poles for not getting pushed around. So, Austin Malone says the Bears forgot that the line of scrimmage is the most important part of the football team. As a result, QB's been getting killed since McMahon. Yeah, and hopefully it's changed now that they, address the offensive line with some moves this offseason. So hopefully it's changed. Hopefully. We're going to see. Because I think we got some real guys this time like that so, with some pedigree behind them. Like, But
I agree.
What do you think about Caleb talking about, man, I had to watch film by myself. I didn't have no guidance. I don't like this part, when a regime's gone, then all of a sudden you want to come out and say, what they didn't do for you and this and that. I mean, I know you can't do it while they're there as well, but I just don't like how they do that. And, these people don't really have a chance to defend themselves. I mean, they could come out, but normally these offensive people, they don't come back and defend themselves.
Right. I mean, I look at it like, man, like I said, bro, Caleb was a Heisman Trophy winner. Like, bro, you just went out there and winged it to a Heisman Trophy. Like, you didn't know how to study. You didn't watch film in college. Were you that good? You saying you were that good? Yeah. I mean, I'm good for that. Like, you got to take some accountability yourself in some of this stuff, though, too, bro. As a professional, you have to ask questions. There were guys that you were around, man, and everything. There were people that you could have asked do you mind watching the film with me, bro? You got to step up and ask people these kind of things. I mean, because they have had someone doing that, but Yes, but I mean, to me, that wasn't a big deal. And like you said, why we didn't hear about this last year when they were going through all that stuff? Like, why we wait to hear about this when these guys are gone?
You know he
Flukes
can't
ain't,
throw. You know
Flukes
he
ain't
can't.
going. Flukes is not going to address anything with the Bears. They already tried to have a press conference with him. He didn't want to touch nothing Chicago.
You know he can't do it while they're there though. He can't call them out in the public while the regime is there. He can't do that. That'll look terrible too. But I would say this: I wish he would have said, "I got to be better." Also, this happened with the regime I had. Like it makes it seem like he's trying to put all the blame on everybody else, and him not saying, "I got to be better."
Man, he does, and that's my point. He got to be better. He got to take some accountability in his actions too, because he could have played better. He could have. He wasn't all that great, and it wasn't all the O-line fault. Like you had some rookie growing pains. The transition wasn't as smooth as you thought it was, and you skipped some steps.
Yeah. Austin Malone says he underachieved at USC, so he probably wasn't watching film. If you look at his last season, look, he was just running around playing, backyard football too. Yeah, I don't know.
I think that last season, bro, he was literally out there trying not to get hurt because he had already secured the number one draft spot from the year before. And the only reason he didn't come out over Bryce Young the number 1 year before, he couldn't.
Yeah, man. I can't. Hopefully stuff has changed with Chicago. Are you going to get the book? Do you want to read the book?
No, man, not really, man. Me neither. Bro, go out and win some games, man.
Right.
And nobody else will be speaking on this.
And I'm like, why is he even bringing out a book? I mean, I guess ain't nothing wrong with it. If you want to write a book, I guess. But I wouldn't. Why would you do that and you still a Chicago Bear right now? Why would you even want to bring that type of stuff up and you still trying to progress as a quarterback at this organization?
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
don't get it.
I don't get the whole understanding of what he was trying to accomplish with that. I don't get it. Maybe all the book, maybe he couldn't get out of it coming out. He really thought that Ryan Poles, like you said, wasn't going to call his bluff.
But in today's era, everybody is worried about their brand and all this other stuff. I want to make movies or I want to write books and all of this. Instead of just focusing on your craft. I want to bring out a book. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Like, bro, if I'm Chicago, I don't want no book coming about how you didn't want to come to us initially. Like, bro, I don't want to hear that. Win some football games.
Right. Like, cause I mean, everybody kind of felt that way back when there was a debate between keeping Justin Fields and trading Justin Fields and trading the number 1 draft pick. And a lot of us I'm just telling you, a lot of that stuff was coming out then. People really wasn't paying attention. Oh man, they just saying that they hate us, yada yada. Caleb Williams never said that.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams just told you his father said that and put it in a book for you to go read all about it.
Right.
So that's why I was skeptical last year about them drafting him. I was because I thought, like you said, I thought he was gonna put an old school, but Ryan Poles stuck to his guns and convinced him. You said it was about him getting that big fat check as the number 1 pick. So
yeah,
because we was not trading Minnesota no number 1 pick. We was not trading Minnesota no number 1 pick last year, bro.
No, and we're not trading in the division. That wasn't happening.
No,
it wasn't happening. Ain't no way Ryan Poles is gonna make that trade. Kudos to Ryan Poles. Shout out to Ryan Poles, stick to his gun, not getting pushed around. This show is brought to you by.
He just want to run over there with Justin Jefferson and get back with his buddy Jordan Addison. That's why he really wanted to be there. That was his top receiver when he won the Heisman. Right. Yeah, USC. He wanted to get over there with them, but you finna put this work in with Ben over here now, man. They got you the hottest offensive mind that they say coming on the last 15 years, hottest coach on the team. He brought in proven established former head coaches and made them coordinator positions and guys who've been around this game for a long time. Like, bro, they gave you that thing. They even brought a veteran quarterback in Case Keenum in the quarterback room to help you study film and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So they taking all the excuses away from you, bro. It's all on you.
But the thing is, it's still going to be a new offense with a new coach. So that's the thing. Like, that I'm worried about as far as him progressing is I still think it's going to be some growing pains.
Bro, I'll tell you literally, bro. I think it'll be fine if one thing happens. You see, the one thing happens.
Yes.
If they're able to run the ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be a smooth transition to this offense. If they're able to come out and run the ball, it'll be a smooth transition into Ben's offense with the playmaker that he have. Coach and Love and Cole come at this guy. It would be a smooth. Isn't that going to be perfect? No. There's still going to be growing pains in any offense. Like Matthew Stafford didn't get to be what he was in Ben's offense. I'm putting those numbers up them first year before they traded him to Los Angeles. Goff didn't come in as that. Yeah, he made it to the Super Bowl, but not as this kind of guy. He's been the last couple of years. He's been one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFC the last couple of years, probably top 10 in the NFL.
How long do you think it's going to take for him to get comfortable in Ben Johnson's new offense? How many games?
Man, bro, probably about after the bye week.
Okay. What week is that?
That's like week 6. That's like week 6.
So you saying fairly? So you say fairly early, like within?
Yeah. But I'm talking about it's gonna click, and for this really to work, they have to run the ball. Like that's what it's gonna all come down to. Like if we revisit this and he don't click in that amount of time, I bet you because the run game is not doing their part.
Yeah. Austin Malone says it's going to be play action heavy offense. He's going to have to study because his back will be turned to the defense. Yeah, we're gonna see. Now he's going. Yeah, he gotta study the offense and know what's what in this offense. Because Ben Johnson, the mind that he got with the stuff they doing in Detroit, bro. Yeah, he got to be on point. This show is brought to you by Skippy's Crazy Aid. You can get it in multiple locations. Gary, Indiana, East Chicago, Indiana, and Gary, Indiana is again on South Lake Street. If you know somebody that wants to promote their business or anything that they got going on, we have sponsorship opportunities to promote your business on this show. And this show is brought to you by Skippy's Crazy Aid. I had some on the last show, great drink. So if you want some of that, message me and I can get you in contact with the owner of Skippy's Crazy Aid. Austin Malone says his lack of accuracy was a major problem. You talking about Caleb Williams. What do you think about his accuracy?
Yeah, well, especially on passes 15 yards or more. He wasn't what we saw at USC. I can blame it on, you know what I'm saying, the offensive scheme not being the greatest around him, and the protection wasn't the greatest. Did he hold the ball? Yes, but all rookies do a lot. Even when C.J. Stroud was putting up those numbers and Jaden Daniels putting up those numbers, they held the ball a little long at times too. Caleb just overdid it, always looking for the big play because, like I go back to, the Bears couldn't run the ball. So all that affected everything. Like, man, he's like a lot of those times, man, some of those passes down there, he was fortunate. Guys wasn't open. He got to try to fit it in and he'd rather throw it away. So then hopefully, like you said, with Dahlman, Jackson, and Tooney on that line, those 3 veteran players, young veterans, they can show up that interior of that line and they can run that ball. Now, if you can run that ball behind Jackson and Donnell Wright, you're gonna be all right.
We gotta. What games are you talking about going to, man? We got to go to a game, man.
I know it's gonna be kind of cold in, but I really want to go to Cincinnati. But I want to see Joe Burrow, man. That dude.
And we'll lay up, man. Keep me informed, man. If I want to make some trips this year, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna that far, man. I definitely want to go to that game, bro.
I'm gonna look at the schedule, man, and I might shoot you a text.
And then I'm looking at that opening game because I've never, much as I've been a Bears game, I've never done Monday night. I've done Thursday night. I've done Sundays. Okay. I've never done Monday night.
All right. Yeah, keep me posted on the games you want to go to. I'll shoot you the ones I want to go to, and
we'll figure something out. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Let's see. We get back to the comments. We got a comment coming in. The Bears didn't try to run the ball. They could have. Well, listen, man, we got a new mind now.
Bro, I'm telling you, if you go back and look, they were committed to it. Yeah. They wasn't giving much. Like Swift, he was trying to bounce everything because nothing open up the minute. We didn't have a professional center. I'm being honest, man. Like
facts.
Yes, we didn't have a professional center. Like the middle of the Bears defense was just terrible. It was.
Yeah.
They were. I mean, say what you want about Braxton Jones. He was serviceable. So was Donnell Wright. Tevin Jenkins, when he was healthy, was serviceable, but he couldn't stay healthy. The rest of those backups and all those guys that came in, they weren't good. Amagache was inexperienced.
Yeah. And like you say, man, Swift wasn't in between. It didn't seem like he was an in between the tackles runner.
No, he wasn't just taking it with that. He trying to bounce everything outside.
Yeah.
You know, he's like getting number like 205, 210. You know what I'm saying? And when he dropped all that weight, I'm like, why does he get down to be so small? Because at one time he was 215, 220 with Detroit. I'm like, why does he get down so small? I guess he want to be quicker. So
yeah, man.
They say that the coach, but they also say the coaches are quote unquote gonna give Roshan Johnson a real chance to be a backup and see what he can do behind these guys this year. We'll see how it goes. I still think you need a veteran running back there. Too.
And you know they got that rookie too, so we're gonna see what that rookie talking about as well. So we're gonna see, man. We got some time. It's only May right now, man. We still got a couple months before we get real serious with some football. But
we're
gonna give it that. Before we get up out of here, man, I do got a scripture today.
You going to no Cubs games this year, man? They looking good, man.
I do want to go. Let me know which. I know Mike was talking about he want to go to the Royals in Chicago. So I just went
to Cubs Sox like a couple weeks ago.
I went on my birthday on the 12th and I seen the Marlins. It was my birthday, so I went. But yeah, I'm down to go to another one, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, let's make that. I know. We gotta get in touch with Mike, man, and he's talking about Royals and Cubs. We can go to Chicago and watch a Cubs.
I gotta see what that is. I think that might be kind of like September or something, which is cool with me too. It don't matter. I kind of like it when it's cool out there.
Yeah, we can make something shake, man. Scripture today, 1 Timothy 4:8. I was in the Word. I think it was yesterday, and I seen this word, and I thought it was pretty good. It talks about physical training is good, but training for godliness is much better, promising benefits in this life and a life to come. I thought this was good, man, because it's telling you, like, getting in the gym, and I know you be in the gym, you be flexing. I be seeing your posts on Facebook, Instagram, but it talks about how being in the gym is good, and I think we all know that working out is good for multiple reasons. Taking care of your body and just mentally, like, I think it makes you just feel better. But the Bible even talks about that physical training, working out is good. But I think training for godliness is much better because it's promising for this life. It can help you in this life and the afterlife. So, I think, for me, it's good that, hey, I need to get in the gym. I'm trying to get in the gym, but also, like, I'm trying to be consistent with getting in my word at least once a day, and to help me with the life that I'm living and the life to come. So, man, this the scripture today, man. Hey, get in the gym, get in your word, you know what I'm saying, and be healthy both ways. Be healthy with your body, be healthy spiritually with God, and getting that word, man. So that's the scripture today, man. Hopefully, it did something for somebody. I know I need to get in the gym, and I'm trying to stay consistent with my word. So 1 Timothy 4:8, that's the scripture today. Thank you again, my brother, for jumping on with us.
Appreciate you, bro, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Remember, sponsorship opportunities available. If you know somebody that got a business that want to promote on the show, man, shoot them my way, man. They can sponsor a show. Also, subscribe to the YouTube, follow us on Facebook, IG, TikTok, merch available always. So appreciate everybody that's tuning in, man. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. All the Goat Jane Kingdom people. Appreciate y'all jumping on, rocking with us. And other than that, man, I'm gonna watch the rest of this blowout, I guess. And we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
We lock and load, Allen.